Hey, it's Charlie Cap. Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. This is probably the 5th attempt at trying to start one of these videos. I usually never end up posting them because while I'm editing them, I get annoyed at myself, like my own personality, but I think only a therapist can fix that. So being a high school student, especially a senior during Corona times, is very nerve-wracking. I just found out that we aren't even going to be opening up in the fall semester, which means that possibly all, or at least half of my senior year will be spent online. I want to be a film director, you know? I'm one of those art students, and jobs aren't guaranteed when you're an artist, you know? Like, if you're a doctor, you can just be like, hey, like, here's my doctor thing, like, sign me up, you know? A film director, you're like, oh, like, I'm a film director, and they're like, okay, yeah, cool. And so I was thinking, okay, what can I do for my first video that will probably get 0 views? And I thought, well, my room is sort of messy, and I can sort of clean it up. Mind you, my room is about the size of a solitary confinement cell. Things just kind of get messy, but I feel like there's a lot that I can do to sort of just make it look really nice. First, I'll show how messy my room is and give you a little room tour. So picture this, okay? You're invited to my house, right? And you ask me, oh, can I see your room? Like, must be super cool, right? You open the door to find an absolute disaster. And I mean, like, again, this isn't even bad. Why do I have a hamper and there's like all the clothes next to it? There's a lot going on here. I also like how I try to be like, you know, put together, and I have this little good morning list, you know, that tells me what to do each day. And from an outsider's perspective, people might see this and think, oh wow, this person is probably super organized. They got their stuff together. There's no problem. The truth is, my life looks a little bit more like this. I figured I'd film this part of the section to sort of get a rundown of what needs to be done in order to clean up this room. Number 1, I need to do my laundry. So that means taking all of the dirty clothes that aren't even in the hamper and putting them in a laundry machine. Number 2, organization and throwing out trash. Why do I have an empty you know, this used to be a salsa jar? Like Trader Joe's mild auténtica salsa? Like, that's what this used to be. And I sort of repurposed it into a jar. Beautiful. And number 3 is like actual cleaning. Like, when I clean my room, that includes sweeping and mopping and a general cleaning of, you know, the surfaces with like a little spray thing. So I guess we'll get started. It's really hot today. Let's just start with the first order of business, which is the laundry. So let's get to it. Here's another beautiful angle of my multifaceted room. I'm going to be putting all of my dirty clothes and towels into this laundry basket. I don't remember the last time I washed my clothes, but you know, today's a new day. Okay, so we're gonna put dirty clothes in here. I used to be gross and not wash my sheets for like a couple months, but then my friend told me that I was a pig and that I should change that. So now I wash my sheets. I try and wash them every single weekend. Oh my gosh. Like, my room is very reflective of how I'm feeling. And I'm definitely feeling very scattered and stinky right now. So actually, I'm going to light a candle, because if the room is reflective of how I'm feeling, wouldn't it work the other way? Like, if I make the room smell good, then I'll smell good, right? So, I'm not an arsonist yet. Beautiful.
Coronavirus!
So it's only been 2 minutes of cleaning up my room, and when I say cleaning, I just mean like picking stuff up. And I'm already sweating. This jacket I usually never wash, but it is one of my favorites. I found it at a thrift store, and it smells like cigarettes. Just a little charm, you know, a little splash of nicotine, never hurt anybody. So I just got back from putting my clothes in the laundry machine. And in the meantime, I also found a nice little snack, because I am burning calories.
Very good.
You can fight me, broccoli is the best vegetable. It's the best vegetable. Broccoli is the best vegetable. Let's take a look at how things look now that there's no clothes on the floor. and decipher what we need to do next. Here it is without all the stuff on the floor. Okay, there's like a couple things on the floor. But this whole area is an issue. Like this whole area. What is this? Okay. Just throw it in there. Okay, we're gonna move on to the second initiation stage, and that is dealing with all my little trinkets and hoo-has that need to be cleaned up. Aloe vera gel. Now I usually just like to kind of put things in a general drawer, you know? This is like my skincare drawer right here. This is like my kind of anything drawer, like my technology drawer / jewelry drawer. We have a tea mug. That is not where it belongs, but I will fix that. We have some books here. We have Stephen King, the autobiography of an LA gang member, Black Like Me, a John Howard Griffin book about what was it really like to be black in the Deep South. I have to start reading that. Actually, right now I'm reading a Murakami book called Kafta on the Shore, or Kafta on the Shores. And I just finished The Invisible Man. So I highly recommend this. Like, if anybody is looking for like a book to read, this book is really, really good. The ending literally left me shook. We're gonna turn on the colored lights and then put this, I usually like to have it like right above my head. It's a clock. It doesn't really work that well, but it kind of adds like a nice little mood thing. I bought it off of Amazon. It's called La Puta. This is face lotion, so that goes in my little skincare drawer. Melatonin, I think that's skincare. Just put it in there. This is a repurposed, it's just a jar. Like I repurposed a jar into a jar, but you never know. So that goes in the skincare. Maybe I can put some lotion in it. Here's my Diccionario de Inglés y Español. This is just a translator book for when I forget English. Okay, yes, this looks great. Okay, so this stuff can go in my closet. I actually have a separate room to put my clothes. I originally had like a dresser here, but it took up so much space and my room is kind of small, so I had a big brain idea to put it in my closet. So this is my closet. It's just sort of the thing that I leave messy, because if I'm gonna have one thing messy, it should be my closet. I mean, I don't live in here, nobody lives in here. I hope nobody lives in here, hello? But it's sort of the thing that I can just kind of keep messy, because like, you know, everybody needs a little messy space in their life. I just kind of put anything in here that is whatever, yeah. And the door closes, so nobody's seeing that. Very good. I'm just gonna be making my bed. I'll show you how I make my bed. First, I have to make sure that the back is like tucked into the bottom. I don't know how people can like sleep at night. Like how are you like okay with yourself having like the back like open? Like it's just like what? So I have to make sure everything's securely tucked under. Maybe I'm just a child, but that just makes me feel secure. The next step is basically securing my sheet. So I have like a white sheet and then putting the comfort on top. And what I like to do is I pull the sheet all the way up to the top and then fold it back on top of the comforter. I'll show you how that looks like. And then I take my Tempur-Pedic pillow and I put that under my fluffy pillow. It's like, as you can see, I have it pulled all the way to the edge. And then the next step is taking the comforter and bringing that all the way to the front. That's what I'm gonna do. I like make sure that it's like tucked into this side. Ooh. I make sure it's tucked into this side so that there's no wrinkles and stuff. Why am I teaching you how to make a bed? I sound so, okay. Either I do these videos and I'm like bored of myself when I rewatch it, or like I do these videos and I'm like too annoyed of myself and my personality. Like it's one thing to hate how you look, but it's a totally different thing to hate how you look and also like hate how you act, you know? Like I wouldn't want to be friends with me. In a good way, like self-love, right? Narcissist alert. Woo! Oh God, I'm not funny. Okay. Next step is to put the pillows on. Again, I take my Tempur-Pedic pillow first, and then I add the second one to add volume. there it goes. But I think it's done, and I think my room is basically clean. We'll do a final reveal, and then I'll say goodbye, I guess. Okay, so I think we are ready for a final room tour. Cleaned and beautiful and fresh. Let's see how this room looks. I hope you liked it, I guess. This room went from being a my friend has issues to, wow, what a nice organized person. Hopefully this like made you smile. Hopefully this made you relaxed. Again, I'm not really sure what my content is supposed to do for my audience, just as long as it was positive. Unless you're like a, oh my god, what's the word? A masochist. Is that how you say that?
Masochist.
Masochist. I hope this content brings you joy. Unless you're a masochist, I hope it brought you great pain. Thanks for tuning into the video. I guess this is it. Like, bye.